So you're interested in the Saatva Classic mattress, but which of the 3 firmness options is going to be the right one for you? We're going to talk about that in today's video. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm a CNET, and we have a quick video for you talking about the 3 firmness options available in the Saatva Classic. They have a plush soft, a luxury firm, and a firm, and it can be kind of hard to tell which one will work best for you and your sleeping preferences, but fortunately for you, we've tested all of them out, and we've got some answers. I'm not going to get into super deep detail about the Saatva Classic mattress itself. We've done a lot of stuff about it. We should have info for you in the description, and we're mostly going to be focusing on these firmness options. If this video is helpful for you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Long story short, the Saatva Classic has more of that classic innerspring feel you'd probably expect. It's a very familiar feel. I think a lot of people are gonna like it. It won't really have that new agey memory foam type feel or super responsive latex foam feel. It's just a mattress that a lot of people will probably like and think is familiar. That's why they call it the classic. It has that classic feel. It has 2 layers of coils, so it's super supportive. And unlike a lot of other online beds, it does come in many different firmness options. Several beds only come in 1, maybe 2, but this one has 3. So you really want to dial in which one is going to work best for you, because Saatva does have a $99 transportation fee if you do want to return the mattress. I actually had someone purchase this exact mattress for themselves, and they ordered the luxury firm. Turns out it wasn't firm enough for them. The exchange process was super easy, but they had to pay for it, and you obviously don't want to pay for something you don't need. So let's start talking about these firmness options. Let's start by talking about the luxury firm model, because that one is the most popular one that Saatva sells the most of. So in our testing, we found the luxury firm model to be around a medium firm on our firmness scale, which means that it is going to be a nice option for back, stomach, and combination sleepers. This firmness level works really well for a good chunk of people. I would only advise you not to get this if you are a primary side sleeper. In general, side sleepers are looking for softer beds because you wind up putting a lot of pressure on your hips and your shoulders while you're sleeping. And if the bed is a bit too firm without a lot of give, you can wind up developing a hip and shoulder pain over time. So if you are more of a side sleeper, I would check out the plush soft model, because that one's going to be around a flat medium, much more accommodating for side sleepers. Medium firmness also works generally well for pretty much everybody, but if you are more of a back or stomach sleeper, that can be a little bit too soft, have a little too much give, and you can actually develop some lower back pain over time, because if your spine isn't in a straight line while you're sleeping, if your lower back dips below the rest of your back, then you can wind up with some back pain. So it's kind of a fine line. And then the firm model of the Saatva Classic is honestly one of the firmest beds that I have ever tested. It almost feels like you're sleeping on a plank of wood with a thin layer of foam on top. So this is only going to work for the strictest back and stomach sleepers who want as little give as possible in their mattress. It's pretty nice that they have this option available because it is so specialized, and not a lot of beds wind up this firm. Like I mentioned before, I know some people who purchased the Saatva Classic in the luxury firm model, and it wasn't firm enough, so they swapped it out for this one, and they love it because they're really into sleeping on their back. So that is one nice thing about this mattress, but I wouldn't recommend it for most people unless you know you want something incredibly firm. And one thing to keep in mind as I'm describing all these firmness levels is that firmness is always pretty subjective based on your body weight. I'm a pretty heavy guy, so I generally feel beds to be a little bit softer. And if you are much lighter than me, you generally feel beds to be a bit firmer. So if you are heavier and you're not really that concerned about pressure relief when sleeping on your side, might just stick with that luxury firm. But if you are lightweight and you want to sleep on your side a little bit, then the luxury firm might be too firm and you might want to go with the plush soft. So it can be kind of hard to parse this out, but here's my recommendations. If you prefer to sleep on your side the majority of the time while you sleep, I would recommend getting the plush soft pretty much no matter what. It's around a medium, so it should work pretty well even if you are heavier or if you're lightweight, so that's my recommendation. If you are more of a back or stomach sleeper, I would probably stick with that luxury firm model because it can be firm enough for most people while not being overwhelmingly firm. And if you know you want the firmest bed out there, then the firm model is probably the way to go, but I wouldn't recommend it for most people because not that many people like sleeping on a bed that firm. So you have plenty of options available with the Saatva Classic, and again, it is one of our favorite mattresses. More info about it down below in the description. If you found this video helpful and interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna do it for me. This is Owen at Home. I'll see you in the next one.